Do your organic builds look something like this? Or did you try your hand at world edit and ended up with a world looking something like this? Do not despair. In this video, I'll show you how I go about creating organic builds in Minecraft. You'll need an iPad, an Apple Pencil, and a 3D modeling app. I like to use Nomad Sculpt to create 3D models. This app is quite easy to learn and works great. By the way, don't worry, if you don't have these things, I'll also show you an alternative way of creating organic builds. I first start by designing a little 3D model of the organic build I want to create. In this case, I want to create a griffin. By the way, I do really recommend on using reference pictures if you're creating 3D models, which I didn't do in this one, so my griffin will look kinda janky. Anyway, after you're done designing your 3D model, you need to export it as an STL file, so you can upload it to this website right here. On this website, you can voxelize your build. As you see here, it makes a quite small build at first with minimal details. You can barely even see what this build is supposed to be, which I personally don't really like. So since I don't want to lose too much detail, I am going to scale it up a bit. It might be tempting to go overboard and just scale it up to the max, but you need to keep in mind that you have a build limit, and also if you're going to gather the blocks in vanilla, it will take you a really long time to get all the blocks. I'm going to scale it down a little bit. Now that I'm happy with the size, I'm going to choose to export it as a schematic. I usually export it as gray wool. To be honest, it doesn't really matter what block you choose, since you will have to change up the block palette in-game anyway. So now that I have the schematic, I just place it in the correct folder. You, by the way, need world edit for this to work. Now we can load the schematic in-game. I recommend doing this in an empty super flat creative world, so you can just focus on your build at first. Now that we have the build loaded, I am quite happy with the size, so I'll proceed with this one. The next step is to color in the build, so let me just do that real quick. I will be using world edit for this part. I'm not too great at world edit, so I'll use the only commands I basically know. So the first command I use for this one is the following. And before you start clicking and ruin your build, you also need to set a mask. So with setting a mask, in this case, it will only affect gray wool and nothing else. So I am quickly gonna color in the beak and the claws. Later on we are going to texturize it a bit, but for now we are just blocking in the colors. After texturizing the build a bit, this is the end result. So with the other way of doing this, you don't need an iPad, because you can make use of 3D models you can find online. For example, on this website right here. You can find a whole bunch of 3D models for 3D printing, but you can also use them for Minecraft. So the obvious downside of this is that you cannot really customize your build, but you definitely can find some amazing 3D models. So let's download this one real quick. Obviously check the license before you use it, but in this case I'm free to share the material in any medium or format. And according to this license, I can adapt and build upon the material as long as I give the appropriate credit to the creator for designing this amazing model, which I have done in the description below. And I use it for non-commercial purposes, so I'm allowed to download this. So just extract the files. As you can see, you have multiple files for this model. We need the full griffin, so that's what we need to voxelize. So just go to the site and voxelize the model. And now, just like with the other one, you can paste it into the world. And now you have an amazing organic structure, which you can color in like we did with the other one. So that's basically my little quick and easy way of creating organic structures in Minecraft. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye!